Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com, a 100% free service for smart investors and traders. All we ask in return, please refer a friend. Today is Thursday, December the 6th, 2012. We're looking at the U.S. dollar index bullish fund here. And when we're talking about this, we mentioned it 3 days ago when we saw this activity here, closing below the lower Bollinger Band line, also forming this bullish divergence, telling you that this oversold to the downside. And we had that confirmed by the ultimate oscillator, which gave us that bullish divergence scenario. So in this case, yesterday we marked the chart indicating that we had the candlestick that we're looking for, the hammer candlestick formation, confirmation the following day with a higher high and higher low. Then the previous candlestick would basically tell you buy immediately. So at the open, you had that buy opportunity. Anybody who's in this trade, congratulations. The stop has been placed here, and we're going to advance the stop. If we get another day to the upside, we'll advance the stop. But right now, leave it where it's at. We see this as an easy fill here, this massive gap from this close here to this high point here. This is an unfilled gap. We expect that to fill. So 22.15 is easy, but because we're in an overall uptrend, you can see this high point here and this higher high here, this low point here and this higher low here. This tells us that whenever we're in that scenario, we look for the high to be tested. So this previous high, the 22.30 level, look for that to be tested, and we can easily take it out as well, especially if the market starts to tank, because as people sell stocks, they in effect buy the dollar, and that puts more buy pressure on the dollar. So that's something to be looking at here. If you're looking at this late to the scenario and you're thinking to yourself, well, man, I've already missed this move, you've missed the easy money. But you actually notice here that all we've done is come here and close at this level here, which is actually two things. Number one, it's at the 50-period moving average, which in an overall bullish uptrend like you have here, that's where your best buy opportunities are at or below the 50-period moving average. So that's still a buy. You also notice all you've actually done is just overselling from this point here to this point. All you did was actually fill that line, fill it up. So now you're actually at support, not overextended here. So this is still a good buy and a good opportunity for those who are looking for a bullish trade. Okay, I want to take a moment here to look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Just a 4-month chart. I've extended it just a bit so we can actually get a good, clear picture of this. I wanted to point out something here that was actually talked about on our website at PerfectStockAlert.com. One of the members had mentioned that there's a substantial volume here behind this day's activity, and that's a good point. You always want to look at the volume whenever you're looking at major moves, especially when you don't pay much attention to every single day's volume, but whenever it stands out substantially, it's something to think about. When we were in this massive sell-off here, we called the bottom because I noticed that hammer candlestick formation was formed on strong volume above this red line right here. So that's important. It's above the average daily volume there. So that was something that I took note of and then was able to call the bottom here. In this particular case here, you can't just look at this volume and say, okay, behind this candlestick and strong volume, okay, it's really, really bullish and we're getting all radical here. I would caution against that. And the reason for that is that, like I've been saying, I think we're actually coming up here and rolling over, which would mean that if I'm right, and there's a lot of people that think the same way I do, then you would have massive selling there. So that volume could actually be sell volume as opposed to buy volume. And you kind of notice that today. You'll notice that we had this continuation higher today, one close to the next. But you'll notice we didn't take out the high. There's not a lot of conviction here. We're just kind of slowly approaching this 50-period moving average, and we're not getting all that strong here. So that's another thing to think about. Also, if you look back in previous time period, you can see strong volume is important. It can lead you off of the advance here, telling you that, yes, this is a really important trade here. We caught that one as well. But you'll notice we had strong volume at this level as well. All of a sudden, that doesn't work out to be oh, great, we're rallying here. You had already rallied, so at that point, it was just sell pressure. Clean that up. The point of this video is not, in fact, to show you the Dow Jones and convince you one way or the other, but just to draw your attention to the fact that strong volume does not necessarily equal this is a great buy opportunity, because you see a good volume doesn't necessarily indicate buy pressure. It could, in fact, indicate sell pressure. If you've not been to the free website at PerfectStockAlert.com, it's right here. It's 100% free, and all we ask in return, please refer a friend. The easiest way to do that, please share our videos online. That helps us, and the more you help us, the more we can help you, all right? God bless, take care, and I will see you in Friday's market analysis video, where I will go over all 19 major market charts that we track at PerfectStockAlert.com. Also, if you're looking for those charts, my personal charts on the website, go to the homepage and get there right quick, and you will find them all listed on the homepage, and they are showing both my 3-month daily chart, my personal charts there, as well as my longer term charts. Okay, God bless, take care. Please take a moment to review our disclaimer. The information provided herein is our opinion only. Under no circumstances do any statements here represent a recommendation to buy or sell securities or make any kind of an investment. You are responsible for your own due diligence. To summarize, we do not provide investment advice, nor do we make any claims or promises that any information here will lead to a profit, loss, or any other result. These videos are for educational purposes only.